What's up, guys? Got another reaction video. Let's get started.
Better.
Guys, we're in a cougar pandemic. Cougar pandemic. That's what's happening right now, man. I was just hit with this on my Instagram timeline. Follow me on Instagram, man, if you're not already. But it's this picture of Tracee Ellis Ross. I've done a video of her in the past, but this one's going to be a little bit different because it's also going to be featuring Janelle Monáe. And both of these women are just getting naked. Getting naked. Why? Because they want to drink the coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Really, it's drink the tea. But that's what they are doing. Check out this photo with Tracee Ellis Ross, man. Tracee Ellis Ross is 50 years old. In the last video I did of her, she was trying to accept the fact that she's hit menopause and doesn't have, a husband, family, and embracing it, which really was just her coming to terms with putting her career first and being a boss, independent woman, and it ended in tears. Right? It ended in tears. It sounded like there was a lot of tears during that. The video was like popular. It was very sad, all types of stuff. But of course, guys, you see this stuff all the time. But this to me is just crazy. Why are these older women getting naked? Why?
And it's funny, right? A lot of these women in their 20s, maybe even their 30s, they wouldn't do it. Right? They wouldn't get naked on social media. They wouldn't, let's say, be on Playboy, do all this thing, right? They wouldn't flaunt themselves, and they also they may even condemned it, right? For like, oh, I'm not gonna be sexual and all that stuff. But now that they're not as desired or as talked about or chased after, now they're trying to get whatever they can, show off, trying to thirst trap, trying to get attention. Because one of the things women crave is attention. Because if a woman's not noticed, they could die from that, right? The thing with, let's say, the Tracee Ellis Ross, I've seen some of her stuff before. Problem with her is that she's still sticking to her guns. Although she seems depressed and not all that happy, because she doesn't have a husband, doesn't have kids, and probably will never have those. She still sticks to her guns and preach women to be career women, to focus on your money, focus on getting the bag, focus on yourself. And that's why I say, just don't listen to women. Women are so bitter. That's why there's the saying that single women will always try to make you be single. They will. Was it something like that? I don't know. That's probably not the direct quote, but it's like, that's what they do. They just, I think single women keep you single. I think something like that. But whatever. But they drag you down, right? If they're unhappy about something, they're gonna make you too. They're gonna make you join the club in a sense.
Why are they getting naked? Check out this video of Janelle Monáe, and she flashes the audience. I'm probably gonna have to censor this even more because you may think, what's so bad about this? Let these women live. No, guys. This is not allowed on YouTube.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
This is not allowed on YouTube because it's not appropriate. My whole thing is like, Instagram is a kids app. And listen, we talk about a whole lot of inappropriate stuff on my channel too. My main point here is there was a time where the older women got, the more respectable they became. The older you got, the more you respected somebody, because lived experience would reflect that type of wisdom throughout the decision making. And here we're seeing the exact opposite. These women are turning into city girls the older that they get. All right, and check out this video. Let's check out this video of Janelle Monáe real quick.
You cannot police me. Get off my areola. Get off my areola.
All right, so that's it. She's there singing "You Cannot Police Me, Get Off My areola. And so she flashes her I don't even know if I can say that word on.
I actually respected her talent back in the day. And I guess hasn't been that long, but I mean, I respected her when she just came out. It was just purely about talent. And now it's like, I think she's trying to grasp for straws, like trying to like, look at me, pay attention to me. And it's not about talent anymore. So it seems sad.
Here, we're gonna see, right? Hold on, I'm gonna need my editor to this is too much, man. This is too much. Again, what these women are doing would be considered inappropriate, but we've somehow desensitized society to just look at this and accept it as okay. It's one thing when you're a city girl, guys, and I'm not the guy who's like, women need to be covered from head to toe. No, man. Most people don't mind their woman if they have a woman dressing sexy or showing off a little bit of skin. We all understand what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. These women are doing this for clout. They're doing this for attention, because what it looks like, from my own personal opinion, we're going to check out some of these comments, is that this is what they have to do to stay relevant. You cannot name a Janelle Monáe song, but you definitely probably remember her flashing herself to the audience, and you might think, well, that's effective marketing, but at what cost? Because eventually nobody cares. Eventually, after the video's done, they're watching another video, but they won't forget how you disrespected yourself, right? And my other question is, do you guys think someone like Tracee Ellis Ross, for example, would be doing this if she had kids and a family? Do you think if she had a man who she submitted to, oh no,
women,
do you think she would be doing this? Right? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because you'd have to find, like, you know, a Russell Wilson simp type who doesn't have any type of authority, and you're doing the Sierra thing and walking around naked, or like, you know, Dwayne Wade, or a guy like that. Let's check out a few of these comments, man, and see what the people have to say. First comment here, and this is in response to Tracee Ellis Ross. This woman says, I didn't expect this at all from her, ... but auntie fine, she says. So she's supporting it, but she is shocked. And her and 2,600 other people. Somebody else responded back to that woman and said, yeah, she fine, but this ain't it. I know it's her body, but I'm low-key disappointed, this man says. I don't care how anybody feel, it ain't gonna change how I feel. I don't like it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? And to women who maybe looked up to someone like Tracee Ellis Ross, and they were more conservative and believe in respecting yourself. I mean, it's all fun and games until men are out here pulling out their joysticks on stage. Now it's a problem. Another comment here says, I just see a woman embracing her body / beauty as she ages gracefully. Not everything is for attention. If it wasn't for attention, then why post it on?
I don't know if she's aging gracefully, because if you look at her face, she looks really haggard, right? Withered and haggard, right? You can see the wrinkles, the indentation, the bags, all that stuff. Her body, yeah, it's not bad looking. It's probably not as fit and tight as maybe it used to be, you know. Her breast is, you know, a decent looking size, but I mean, okay. But like I said, I don't know if she's aging gracefully, because her face definitely shows her age.
Instagram. If it wasn't for attention, then why post it on Instagram? And if it wasn't for attention for Monáe, why, you know, do it on a stage? All right. Another comment here says, older women be freaky as F. Is that true? Another comment here from another man says, attention seeking is a drug some people overdose on. Sad as F. Somebody else added onto this comment that turned into a thread and said, yeah, like you. Basically saying, man, stop. He doesn't think that she's doing it for attention. And that same guy who commented first responded back and says, get out your feelings. And somebody else here says, desperate times calls for desperate measures. So what this guy is saying here is, these are post-wall women, right? And they're getting older. And it used to be your face did it and got the attention and respect and got people talking. But now you got to show off another part of your body. And if you look at it from that way, if your whole appeal is sexual and you haven't found anything of true substance to leverage respect and garner attention from, like a family and children, and people want to, because people love celebrities, man. People want to see people get married, and not everyone is going to do that. And so maybe this is the path for women who choose to do what they want, right, with their body and go against the grain, so to speak, is you don't have that family and everything to show off, etc., kids, because you are a modern woman doing things differently from the traditional past, and this is the way they seek attention. Another woman here chimed in and says, why does everyone feel like they have to be topless, naked, chest out to get attention? Like, I'm so tired of brown women doing this. Where is the class? And she goes on to say, we just can't leave nothing to the imagination anymore. Guys, this comment, which I'm still reading, has like over 1,000 likes. This woman says that she notices this is more brown women who tend to strip on camera for attention. She goes on to say, like, girl, you don't have to do this, ... It's really irritating how celebs these days just have to be half naked to get attention. Listen, that's true. A lot of women these days are stripping to get attention. And that's because the music that they write and the movies that they're creating.
I've said this in my my podcast, in some other videos too, is that you are helping to perpetuate stereotypes. One of the biggest stereotypes of black women are the over sexualization of them, right? They're very freaky. They are like, they hypersexualize, right? So people, men, society sees them as sexual objects. One thing is that they, women, black women in particular, are helping portray that image, you know, with the rap, with all these kinds of different entertainment. Now here's an older woman, career woman, supposedly more respectable, I guess, but now in her old age, she's trying to be sexualized. She's trying to, you know, make herself put off an image of she's a sexual object, because you're showing off your body parts, right? So you're making yourself out to be an object to be looked at, to be, you know, drooled over, whatever. So this is the thing. This is the perpetuation of these stereotypes, these public image, and yet women complain about it, but then women perpetuate it. So
today are stunted. Their growth is stunted. Why? Because you can't get on to Hollywood and release art without offending people. People get offended over everything. So it makes sense. The music is whack. The movies can't be as good because you have to be politically correct. And so the art suffers. Art is its best during hard, difficult times. It's the hardest times that produce the best songs, the best movies, right? The movies that you just can't forget. A lot of great art comes out of hardship, and you have to risk offending people. And so because the art sucks, they have to do more to garner attention, because nobody wants to go listen to that song or watch that movie. In all honesty, man, I actually like Blackish, right? Which Tracee Ellis Ross was actually, and here's another comment that says, so now we got grandmas on hot girl shit with question marks. LMAO, why do everybody and their mama want to be naked on social media with question mark? Literally, what is the benefit? Another person here says, if there's one thing the world loves to do, it's police what a woman does with her own body. Well, to this comment, I'll say this. If there's one thing modern women love to do, is they love to be able to make decisions.
And it's funny that this commenter says that. So policing what they do with their body. No, great, right? Show off your body. Show, you know, get naked, show off your body, you know, to do that, right? Be a 304, do OnlyFans, do all this stuff. And yet, You will complain about the consequences of it. You will complain about the outcome. When men treat you like the object you are portraying. You are portraying yourself as a sexual object. And then you wonder why men sees you as a sexual object. This is the disconnect that women are portraying. Okay, here's a commenter, right? Thinking, okay, let's not police women, right? Police women, what they do with their body. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Show off your body. Get naked. Do sexual acts, whatever. And yet, you are disconnected to the consequences of those actions. You cannot choose what you want to do with your body and also choose what kind of consequences will result from those actions. You ain't God, so you can't control everything. You can control your body. That's 100%. You control what you do with your body. You cannot control what other people will say, see, or do. So what you have control over is your own body. What you don't have to control over is the consequences that will happen to you from said actions. That's the disconnect of modern women, of women in general. You think you can have it all. You think you could do whatever you want and there's no consequences whatsoever. You're ridiculous. This way of thinking is what leading young women into the OF world more and more. Because hey, don't please women what they do with their body. Do whatever you want with your body. Okay, great. And then you have consequences where they can't find men. Men view them only as sexual objects. So on and so on. So, okay, well, that's the outcome you chose. You chose those outcomes when you chose to do what you want with your body. So you should be happy about it because that's your choice. No one's policing you. No one's telling you what you can and cannot do with your body. But there will be consequences for your actions. There's always, small or big, good or bad, consequences to every action you take. That's a fact. You cannot control those consequences because it's the world that's giving you those consequences.
And not be held accountable. And part of being held accountable is hearing other people disagree with your photo that you're taking half naked. Yes, people will judge you. This is a part of life. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. So of course, guys, people not only have things to say about Miss Ross, they also chimed in on Janelle Monáe. Like this commenter who says, I liked the Mr. Monopoly suit Janelle better. That's hilarious. Yo, let me go find that photo so you guys can see what they're talking about. There you go. Her looking like Mr. Monopoly. That's hilarious. Another person here says, women sexualizing themselves and blame men. Whoa. Hold on. This sounds like some truth she's about to speak. Women sexualizing themselves and blame men for sexualizing them. It's literally women doing it, this woman says. Shaking my head, we need to do better. And we get mad when men bring up sex first 5 minutes of the conversation. Yes, dress how you want to be addressed. Just that.
Exactly, right? How can you portray, like, let's say, an OF model. Okay? She's over-sexualized. She makes a living off of her body. So, if she dates a man and he's thinking about sex the first 5 minutes he's interacting with her, how can she blame him for that? You make a living. Your public image is that. When you pretty much make yourself into a sexualized object and then men view you as that, why blame a man for that? That's the consequences of your actions. It's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. It's like, women are one of the, I believe women are the gender that believes in perfection, believes in everything. If you want it, you have everything, right? You can get anything you want. Everything is yours. You control. You're the boss bee. You're the queen. All this stuff. Truly, supposedly the queen, because everything you want, you got it. You know, however you want it, you got it. Ridiculous.
Simple. You have a chick, man, who will be on Instagram posting nothing but pictures of her cheeks in every situation, even when she doesn't really need to, right? Just having it poking out left and right. They'll meet up with the guy on a date and, or not even that, from jump, they're complaining about guys in their DMs who only view them as sexual objects. But that's what you're doing, right? Here's another comment. This person just left a gif of Denzel Washington with hurt smile right there, 150 likes. Another comment here says, they sexualize themselves, then tell people not to criticize. Another comment says, sad what people do for attention and clout. Another person here added, the shock factor has already worn off. Yes, eventually you have to sit down and think about what you did. No one really remember this video, the moment, it's gone, people move on. But everyone remembers, like, hey, that's the person who doesn't mind disrespecting themselves online. Again, guys, people love to jump to extremes. They'll say, well, so what? You want women to just not show? No, there's a reason why here on YouTube you can't share certain things, or people are okay with showing off a little bit of legs or whatever. This is different. This is different. Here's another comment from another person that says, I liked her when she thought she was James Brown, ...
Anyway, this is the thing, right? I recently did a video about women in general are truly confusing, and they make it out to be. So women make videos, social media, saying, oh, what's up with men not chasing me anymore, right? Or not, being the first one to initiate, or, things like hitting on me, right? Things like that. What's up with that? Why men not trying anymore? And then on the flip side, you have other videos of women saying, don't try, right? Don't approach a woman, right? Don't ever approach a woman. Bunch of women saying that, and then a bunch of women others saying that. That's the thing where there's no solidarity. Some women want you to approach, some women don't want you to approach. And yet, I can tell you this. Let's say the women that want you to approach. Well, if you're ugly, you're whatever, they would not even want you to approach. They wouldn't. If you're poor, you're smelly, whatever, you dress terrible, all this stuff, they wouldn't want you to approach. So let's say the women that don't want you to approach. If you're, rich, tall, good looking, charming, whatever, they would still want you. They would want you to approach. So that's the thing. Women say a lot of crap, but you can never tell what day what day is the same, is the kind of mood they're in, right? Are they in the mood? Is that Monday they're in the mood for approach me, or is it because it's Tuesday because they're in the mood where don't approach me? Women have made the dating market difficult and terrible to be in. Look at this too. Don't sexualize me. Men only care about sex. Men, I'm not a sexual object. And then, boom, here's women pretty much representing themselves as sexual objects. Women saying, don't police women's body. You're all good. You're beautiful. You go, girl. Show it off. All this stuff. So what are you? A sexual object or you're not? Why should you be both? I mean, they don't make sense. What? Like, how can you be both? Approach me, don't approach me. How is that even? Those are counterintuitive to each other. Just like being a sexual object, not being a sexual object. This is the confusion that women are creating they are putting into the dating market. So men are just walking away because why even bother? The craziness of it. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Later, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Okay, later.